So what we're going to do is your audio levels. Where to take the test, so act as if you're using that screen.
Okay, so I'm using this screen?
Yeah, so that's where the test is going to be. The camera's over here, so if you want to like look at the camera, it's over on this side.
Okay, let's start.
Was there a button to start at the top? I think you can scroll down more. Oh, that's it. You're at the test.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we're gonna do them, I guess. You're a sympathetic person. And when you were a kid?
Yep.
Okay, I often use words from movies and TV in conversation. Mm-hmm. Surprised when others tell me I've been rude. True only now. That ever happened to you when you were a kid? Okay, sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly, but I'm not aware of it. Okay, so
you always tell me I'm talking too loud or too soft.
But I think that's not. I think that's because I don't like loud shit.
Yeah, but I don't realize I'm talking loud.
I guess, yeah. I just think it's an interesting answer.
It's all the same answer.
Well, but I would not have thought you would put that one for that one.
What do you think I would have put?
I don't know. That's just not what I thought. For somebody who talks all the fucking time to literal strangers, that's definitely not what I thought you would put.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, do you need to read these more closely?
I misread don't.
Do you want to read these all?
No.
A little bit more closely?
I just misread don't.
I was gonna say, I'm like, that's weird for somebody who, on an airplane, turned around and started talking to somebody across the aisle.
But that was acting correctly in a social situation.
Right, that's why I was confused when you said, yes, this happens to me often. I was like, since when?
I didn't read don't. I missed don't.
Okay, I can put myself in other people's shoes. Have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like you're the apple of my eye. Like, do you know what that means?
Yep.
Okay. I only like to talk to people who share my special interests. Okay, never true. I focus on details rather than an overall idea.
Sometimes, but not always. There's no
Yeah, that was something I brought up when I was taking I was like, I wish they had this, but then also a strongly agree to strongly disagree option. Because I'm like, yeah, but not like a lot, you know, for some of these. So like overall, like if you're more often to focus on details and stuff. Okay. I always notice how food feels in my mouth. It is more important than taste. This to me is another one where I'm like, I can go this way or that because it is a big part of it for me.
I mean, it depends because it like mashed potatoes, I'm going off taste, not how they feel in my mouth. But then also those weird noodles we ate that one time, I was just like, this is not good.
But they also didn't have any taste at all.
But they have weird texture.
But that's what I'm saying. So sometimes for me, it's like, yes, I always pay attention to how it feels, but sometimes it's not enough to override the taste, you know? So it was a weird one of like, miss my best friends. Sometimes I offend others by saying what I'm thinking even if I don't mean to. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. When I answered that question, I just thought of like the fact that I talked about inscription and nothing else for like a month.
No, you sprinkled in
Signalis.
No, the other one.
Mouthwashing.
The one that you were playing, the card game.
I just said inscription.
No, the other one on your phone.
Oh, Balatro.
Yeah, there we go. You sprinkled that in there.
Okay, and you'd rather go out to eat at the restaurant by yourself than with someone I know. Okay, never true. That's right. Crazy extrovert. Cannot imagine what it would be like to be somebody else. I have been told that you're clumsy or uncoordinated. You've been told that you're clumsy? Really?
At Mimi's house, I knocked over like food thing with my ass.
When?
Today.
Oh.
I did funny. Today. I was like, ooh.
Others consider me odd or different.
Describe odd or different.
No, people will tell you. Have people walked up to you and said you're weird?
Depends on who they are.
But you know what I mean.
Like a close friend, you're allowed to be weird with them.
Others. Just like people in general. Nope, that's the wrong one.
What?
Read it again.
Oh.
17 is the one we're talking about. Others consider me odd or different.
Go with that one.
Because I've had like managers come up to me and be like, you're really weird, you know? I understand when friends need to be comforted, okay? I'm very sensitive to the way clothes feel. When I touch them, how they feel is more important than how they look. Me too. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. It helps me appear more normal.
If I'm gonna be weird, I'm gonna own it.
That's exactly what I said. It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at a time. Oh, yeah, well, you were really anxious as a kid, so that makes sense. I never have to act normal to please other people and make them like, or I have to act normal to please people and make them like me. Meeting new people is usually easy for me.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I was gonna say, I get highly confused when someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something that I'm interested in. This is a weird one for me, because I was like, I don't get confused, but it's like...
I get distracted, but I don't ever like...
Right.
I'm not confused. I'm just like, oh, no, there came.
Like a lot of times when we talk about things, we'll both be talking about something that, like, you'll be talking about a video game that you're interested in, and I'll be talking about like some video essays that I'm interested in. And we'll talk, and I'll say something about the video I watched, and then you'll reply to that, but then also say something about the video game you're playing, and then I'll talk about the video game, and maybe we'll talk about the game for a minute, but then we'll jump back to this. Like
we tend to have like multiple conversations
at once at the same time, and like we did that a lot, like when we were texting and using Instagram at the same time, because we would have one conversation on one text, but we just do that out loud also. So it's like I don't get confused, so it's like a weird one.
We're weird because we have practice.
Maybe. It's difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking. This one's another one that I had a lot of confusion about because I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Like, are they telling me, hey, I'm concerned? Then no, I wouldn't be confused. Or am I supposed to like be picking up from?
I think it's more or less picking up social cues.
Maybe, I don't know. I like having a conversation with several people, for instance, around a dinner table. Never for me. Ugh. I take things too literally and often miss what people are trying to say. It's very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous. Some ordinary textures don't bother me at all, and others feel offensive when they touch my skin. Really?
Yeah, remember I don't like it when it, like microfiber when it grabs.
Oh yeah,
the
microfiber is a bad one. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Is that ordinary?
I don't know.
I guess it is ordinary texture, whatever. I get extremely upset when the way I like to do things is suddenly changed. I have never wanted or needed to have what other people call an intimate relationship.
Big no.
I remember when I was a kid, did not enter my mind, not once.
No thoughts.
No thoughts about that at all. Just straight up. Like, I had crushes on people, but like no thoughts about like anything besides like, maybe we'll kiss. No thoughts of like what marriage is at all, ever. Not a thought in my head. It's difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I have to keep going until I'm finished. This was another one that was weird to me because I'm like, it is difficult for me to start and stop. I don't have to finish. You know what I mean? This sounds like a different conversation.
But no, I think it's more saying like if you're interrupted, if you started something, it bothers you until you're able to finish it.
It does bother me, but this is specifically about a conversation also.
Yeah, like if you're in the middle of a conversation and side rant, but you never go back to it, it'll bother you.
Oh, yeah, that bothers me a lot.
That
really annoys me. I speak in a normal rhythm. I think that. My thing is I don't really know what that means. So I just said, sure.
I guess. I mean, if you get excited about something, it go faster, but sure.
Yeah. The same sound, color, or again with the Oxford comma. I need to do a video on why is nobody using the Oxford comma anymore. The same.
What's the Oxford comma?
So.
It's okay. Okay.
Okay, the same sound, color, or texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull. The phrase, I've gotten under your skin, makes me uncomfortable. This phrase makes me uncomfortable for two reasons. First of all, I don't like the idea of things being under my skin, which I think is what it's getting at. Second of all, that's not a saying.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's I'm under your skin, or something's getting under your skin. I've got under my skin? That's not a real phrase. Right, because I'm getting under your skin, or that person's under your skin, or that thing is under your skin is a phrase.
To be fair, I also did grow up with my little sister repeating the phrase from like Blades of Glory, I'm gonna get inside your face.
Yeah, but still, like, so it bothered me for both the reasons that it does make me uncomfortable to picture things under my skin, but also, like, that's just not a saying.
Just doesn't bother me.
Okay, sometimes the sounds of a word or high-pitched noise can be painful to my ears.
Well, not the sound of words, but high-pitched noises, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess by default, the words don't bother me, but high-pitched noises.
I'm trying to think of like what the exact example I would use is.
For a word, I'm pretty sure it'd be like moist. How some people
No. Like hard consonants.
Oh.
Or like P's, especially people like really pronounce their P's
yeah.
are really annoying to me.
I'm just going with high-pitched noises.
Okay, but is it painful or is it annoying?
It depends on how high-pitched the noise is.
That's my thing about these questions, is they're not. So you know how like a lot of times like metal arms for like.
I'm gonna go no because the ringing in my ear was never painful. It was always annoying.
Yeah, tinnitus is what you mean.
No.
Or the thing that happens after you get sick.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is like, you know how like if you move the microscope arm, it'll squeak?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that does it.
That to me is like, I want to kill myself.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my god. Like, if somebody does that at work like more than like 2 times, out loud I'll be like, oh my god, shut up. Okay, understanding type of person. Okay. I do not connect with characters in movies and I cannot feel what they feel. Really? That's interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm a dude.
Okay, I also answered this question as I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me. As never, because I don't think anyone's ever flirted with me in my life. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I've just never noticed or if I've never been flirted with.
I flirted with you all the time.
When?
Before we did.
When?
I did.
When? You gotta tell me
tried.
examples.
I've slept since then. I just know I did.
After I came back from Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, yeah, nothing. Truly nothing. I can see in my mind in exact detail things that I am interested in.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Keeping lists of things that interest me even when they have no practical use, and then they have a bunch of examples.
No.
Right, so like I have a spreadsheet for all my nail polishes, and I have just lists of shit in my phone. Like, that's definitely me.
No.
When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate myself and shut them down. My question is, do you ever feel like overwhelmed by just sensory things, not by like being in an overwhelming situation? Which is...
But that's all also...
It's just an interesting thing that we're recording this after the party yesterday.
Because it was also, that's why I was... Because I know you do that.
Because I did that.
Yeah, and that's why I was telling you...
literally just got up and left.
And that's why I told you to go get in the car.
Yeah.
Is because it was quiet, dark, and not smelly.
Yeah, because
I knew you would like it.
Yeah.
And that's specifically why I told you to get in the backseat.
Yeah. But, like, that's why I was even like, were you even overwhelmed? Because from my perspective, if you are not crying, you know...
Yeah, it did. Like I said, it bothered me, and like I was starting to... But then I was just... Like, especially when the little kids start screaming.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That was what but then I'm able to just put that aside.
Okay. I like to talk things over with my friends. I don't understand what this question means. You know what I mean?
Talk to friends.
Is that all it means? Talk things over?
Well, I mean,
like, does this mean like... My question about that one is like, does this mean like a conflict? Like if Diana and I are fighting, we talk through it? Or does that mean anytime I think of anything, I talk to Diana? Like, I don't really understand what that question means. Did we miss one? I cannot tell if someone is interested or bored with what I'm saying. It can be...
Wait, no, yeah.
I just laugh because I'm like, I'll talk about truly anything. Yeah. Well, I guess not anything, but I'll just talk. Mm-hmm. It can be very hard to read someone's face, hand, and body movements when they are talking. The same thing, like clothes or temperatures, can feel very different to me at different times.
I don't like that one.
Why?
Because, like, humidity affects a lot of that.
No, okay, I'll give you an example. I listen to, like, the same 3 songs on repeat forever. Right. Sometimes I'll put on the same song I've been listening to on repeat for days and be like, why does this song feel faster?
But this says specifically
or
clothes
like,
and temperatures.
If that's an example, like clothes or temperatures.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, both of those are affected, for me at least, by humidity. If it's too humid outside, clothes feel like muggy, so does the temperature.
Right.
And / cold, it gets cold.
Right, but that's why I gave the example of the song one, because there's not really any change that happened. Nothing really changed. Or like, sometimes I pick the different blankets to lay on, because sometimes I'm just like, this one isn't feeling, you know?
I'm just like, I don't think that's very true for me.
Yeah, because you're right, because like temperature and stuff does make a big difference about like if you're sweaty, stuff's gonna feel different. But this is more like with no outside factors, or like texture-based stuff, like you can eat the same foods and then one day suddenly the texture just really feels icky.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's like nothing about this has changed. This is the same meal I've been eating like 1,000 times, and now all of a sudden I just feel differently about it. Similar concept. I feel very comfortable with dating or being in social situations with others. Yeah, that was a never for me. Trying to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me their personal problems. I've been told that I have an unusual voice. True. Wait.
Wait, hold on. I clicked wrong on that.
Oh, okay. I have high pitch. I have been told that even unusual. I have an unusual voice because I can't fucking talk. God damn. Sometimes I thought our subject gets stuck in my mind and I have to talk about it.
That happens to me sometimes.
It's just so funny.
You broke.
Because I'll walk through the door and be like, I need to tell you this thing.
I know. Oh, I know. You do that all the time.
I'll be thinking about it from like maybe 6 p.m. the whole workday, the whole drive home. I'll come in the door and be like, I have to tell you.
I don't mind listening to you. That's also where we get into like multiple conversations at once.
I just think it's so funny that so many of these other questions I'm like, and then this one I'm like, no, 100% this is me.
To be fair, I've had times where like at the very beginning of the thing, I'll think about something that I want to talk to you about and like it'll stay with me all day.
Mm-hmm. I do certain things with my hands over and over again, like this that I'm doing right now.
Well, that's more fidgeting than...
That's what they're asking.
Like a worry stone and stuff like that, but I don't really...
The example I used when I took this test is, can you hand me that marker? Is when we were a kid, we had a little square remote, right, for the TV, and I would hold it like this, and I would go like this. Mm-hmm. And I wore down the corners because I did it so much. Mm-hmm. So that's what they mean.
I don't have anything like that.
Okay. I have never been interested in what most people I know consider interesting. You've never been interested in what most people consider interesting?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, the nevers and it gets confusing. This one was a hard one for me because I don't know what most people consider interesting, you know? When I was in middle school, I was really into Lord of the Rings. And also Michael Crichton. So, compassionate person, yeah. I get along with other people by following a set of very specific rules that help me look normal.
Normal's overrated.
It is very difficult for me to work and function in groups. Oh, this is the bane of my existence on job interviews. Job interviews, when they're like, do you work well in a group? I'm like, honestly, no. What if I say that you won't hire me?
That'd be fair.
When I'm talking to someone, it's hard for me to change the subject if the other person does so, I can get upset and confused. This is very similar to the other thing we were talking about, where we were talking about how, like, it's not that I'm gonna be confused. I might be annoyed, but I'm not gonna be, like, confused. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was another one where I'm like, sometimes I have to cover my ears. Oh yeah, definitely for me. I can chant and chat and make small talk with other people. True only now. Never true for me.
Sometimes things that should feel painful are not.
Mm-hmm. I talk too fast is the thing. You never had the thing where you hold something that's hot for too long and then you burn the face of a penny on your thumb when you're in middle school?
Nope.
When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it's my turn to talk or to listen. Oh my god, you don't have that issue? For real? I'm considered a loner by those who know me best. If you put it true for that, you and I are fighting. Okay, maybe you were a kid. I usually speak in a normal tone.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I like things to be exactly the same day after day. Even small changes in my routine upset me. How to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me.
Oh, wait, hold on. There you go.
It calms me to spin around or rock in a chair.
Rocking in a chair is different, but like, I don't
not
have to
in
do
a
it.
rocking chair though.
Oh,
like where
yeah,
I
no.
am right now. Like if I was just going like this.
Oh yeah, no. Rocking
like
chairs.
That day in the kitchen when I was just going, I'm spinning, like that kind of
A
thing.
rocking chair is just relaxed.
Yeah, no, it's like this kind of a chair is a maybe because it rocks slightly, but more like if you're just sitting in a normal chair like this, to go like this, or like when I'm in this chair specifically, like even when I'm recording videos, I don't sit straight, I go back and forth.
Oh.
Like that kind of a thing. So it's not like a full spin, but it is like just constant movement. The phrase "he wears his heart on his sleeve" does not make sense to me. I have problems with these kinds of questions because I know what it means, but if you ask me with the definition, I don't think I could tell you. Like if you ask me what it means, I'll use it in a sentence as an example, but I don't think I could just tell you a definition. So for me, it's like, yeah, I understand what it means, but I don't like understand the definition, and I don't understand like why these words specifically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm in a place where there are many smells, textures to feel, noises, or bright lights, I feel anxious or frightened. Right. I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else. I like to be myself as much as I can. Oh, by myself? I like to be by myself as much as I can. Yeah, that makes sense. I keep my thoughts stacked in memory like they're filing cards, and I pick out the ones I need by looking through the stack. Or any other unique way. So my example that I think I've talked to you before about is when I'm traveling, my brain loads things like a video game map. Like it loads in chunks rather than I just know the way. Like I have to see landmarks at specific points, and that's how I kind of keep track.
My brain loads it like a mini map where I'm like, this way.
Yeah. No, mine I like load it in chunks like that, and then like if I'm trying to think back to let's say I'm trying to recall a nail polish, I think back to like that year and like kind of cycle back in collection releases and try and like do that kind of thing. So I don't know, just weird. The same sound seems very soft or very loud, even though it's not changed. That definitely happens to me. I enjoy spending time eating and talking with family eating and talking with family and friends. Eating and talking. Oh, I think I might have misunderstood this question when I filled this out.
Pretty much like eating around a table or talking and like...
Okay, that's my question. Is it separate or is it together?
Together, probably.
Because I answered this question of if we're eating and talking, I have a hard time picking one, which is why if we're talking, my food goes cold. Because I won't eat because I'm too busy worried about the conversation. But I don't know if that means that or if it's trying to differentiate between just like in general being around people. I can't tolerate things I dislike. Oh, I definitely can't. I don't like getting hugged or held, yeah. When I go somewhere, I have to follow a familiar route or I get confused or upset. How good are you at like just... This is a tricky question for you because you are still in the town you grew up in.
But even when we go out and stuff, like the map and stuff, the same concept. I have a decent sense of direction, so I don't really... Like if I look at the map, I can tell.
Yeah, not me. I get like really annoyed. Like I'll have to do Google Maps like 4 or 5 times the same path. Then I have it memorized and then I can do that. But then I don't like to do anything different than that. Like it's really...
Because it's the same thought of like dropping off Maya's friends and stuff. I know the route now to get there, going to other places, like going to Diana's house. I was able to remember the route there at least for a little while.
Yeah, but the difference there is though is because it's like basically work. It's like 2 minutes away from work.
But still, it's like that kind of thing.
Yeah, but not for me. I have to do it the same way or else it's annoying. Or like I get like truly flustered. Like if there's like construction on the road and I have to take like a detour to get to work, I'm like, oh shit, I'm late to work. And I'm not, but I just feel like that because I feel like everything is thrown off. It is difficult to figure out what other people expect of me. I use the phrase, what do you want from me so much.
I know.
I have close friends. I like to have close friends. I don't know who would say, I don't know who would be like, no, I never want any close friends, you know?
Some people just don't want to have that responsibility or that like
maybe
feeling.
I don't know, that's just one.
There are a lot of people who are like be by themselves.
Yeah, me too, but that doesn't mean I don't want close friends.
No, some people just themselves. They don't care about anybody else. You can care about other people.
That's what I mean. Like I love being by myself, but it's never gonna be like I never want friends. I'm not fucking Batman.
There are some people that are like that though.
Oh, I don't know. People tell me I give too much detail, as I've been talking a lot during this quiz. I'm often told that I ask embarrassing questions.
Not really.
I tend to point out other people's mistakes. That not in work, because that is your job at work, so that doesn't count. Like if you're just out and about.
I'm like...
You did that so fast. It took me over an hour to do mine, and nobody was here to talk to.
To be fair, you were reading most of mine.
I read them out loud.
Oh, alright.
And mine too.
The score?
Wait, I didn't want to talk about this last question really quick, because I do that. And I always thought it was a nice thing to do, and I've been told it's not.
It depends on the person. Some people like knowing, and others
That's my
don't.
thing. I'm like, I want to know if I'm doing something wrong, tell me, so I can fix it.
Because, like, I've also had the conversation with, like, Chris at work and stuff like that, and I told him, I'm like, dude, if, like, if I smell or if I got, like, something on my face, tell me, man. It's like, I'd rather know and I'd be able to take care of it, but then some people, they're like, it's embarrassing, don't tell me.
Well, that's different than, like, you're talking about, like, when people have something stuck in their teeth.
No, but that's the same concept.
But that's not a mistake.
Again,
where's the question about, do you take things too literally?
But again, that's the same concept.
That's what I mean. I take things really literally. But to me, if I point out a mistake, it's not because I'm mad at you. It's because I'm like, oh, that's a mistake.
You have the perfect level.
We should correct what?
I say you have perfect level for headband.
It's because I jacked my chair up so high because I'm so short.
Oh, is that why I'm so tall right now?
Because my chair is up really high because I'm so short. That's as high as it goes.
Okay.
This is a normal chair.
Okay, score time?
Yeah, you know? 4. I'm like 3 times worse than you. 120-ish, 150-ish. Yeah, I was 159.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
So funny. I think we got the same social relatedness score though, if I remember right. What were you, 40? You were under 50. You don't even have some autistic traits. Some autistic people may score as low as 44. Like, this is something I talked about in my preamble to this video, is like, this is not an end-all be-all. This is just mostly for fun.
I am considered not autistic.
You are not autistic. It's funny because I made Diana take this test once, and she got, a comparable score. I think she was a little bit higher, and she was like,
I can tell that.
Then she saw my score, which was at that point like 164, I think, and she was like, damn. And I'm like, I know!
I can tell Diana compared to her, I beat her.
Well, I don't think she even remembers. It was so long ago. You don't even have some autistic traits. I don't know, you're pretty close to 50. I would round you up, honestly.
Rude.
I think that's a symptom of anxiety, though.
Yeah.
Right. Any final thoughts? Any thoughts, head empty?
Yep, I have too much spray paint today.
Every time you say something really quietly like that, I have to go in and edit subtitles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna have to edit subtitles that say, I've been huffing too much spray paint today.
Well, we spray painted stuff
And
today.
your signature purple. I'm gonna have to edit that in. Anyways, how do you feel about being normal? Well, you're not, though, because you have other stuff going on. Dyslexia by default?
I know, I meant like I'm neurodivergent by default.
Because of dyslexia. Yeah.
That is it?
I wonder how I'm gonna edit this. With us answering the same question side by side, or just do one after the other. I don't know either. I even thought about maybe just doing them as 2 separate videos.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye!